luck, everybody. We'll start with these bonus items and work our way through the years. And we'll end on that Donruss hobby. So good luck, everybody. Let's see. Get bust into this thing. Seal it up pretty good. Am I not seeing a way in? Oh, I got this open before. I'm just gonna rip it this way, I guess. All right. Good luck, everybody. Empty box. See if we can get a bonus zebra here. It would be a nice way to start this. All right, Rashad White, Hufanga, Bucky Irving, Ivan Pace, Joe Anderson, Lassiter for Houston, Will Anderson, Zerloin on the die cut for the Jets. A little Brock Purdy action. Hopefully that's a preview of something bigger coming. Carson Steele for KC, Tyler Lockett, Bo Nix on the turbocharged. We like that. Josh Allen on the numbers. Marshawn Lloyd select certified. Zay Flowers on the future. Tommy Townsend. Grover or Stewart. Tip for Arizona. Ed McCaffrey and a Jaden. Whoa. Oh, they got me. It's a 101 security card. They had me for a second. They had me for a second there. All right. Well, for a free, on the free, we'll take that. Let's see. Well, I'll make this here so I can put some cards out here. All right. Bear with me for just a second here. It's pretty much set up, but not quite. All right. Let's go with that. All right. Tin next. I haven't opened one of these, but from what I've heard, it's possible to get a downtown in here, so maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe. All right. We got Thornton for the Raiders. Jalen Hurts on the Gridiron Kings. Michael Penix on the Press Proof. Brian Burns and William Andrews. Richardson. Jack Sawyer. I think he's the one we hit out of 10 of. Ty Felton for the Vikings. Bryce Young on the instant, and Zach Moss. There are only 4 cards in that one. I think there's supposed to be 5. That ain't right. That ain't right. Maybe this one will have 6. Hines Ward. Chris Godwin on the Dominators. We got Travion Henderson, Cortland Sutton, and Means. All right. We tried. That's all we can do here, guys. On the free, some bonus cards. All right, now it's time for the actual break stuff. We'll start with 2020. Good luck, guys. I got the maroon. And we got the light blue, so we got both. We'll try our luck with both. Empty box. All right, let's see some QBs today. Good luck, everybody. Tyler Johnson, A.J. Brown. We got a little stickiness here. The older these years get, the more they tend to stick. Tom Brady, Zeke, Jalen Reagor, Nick Chubb, Joe Montana, another stick. Stephon Diggs, KJ Hamler on the die cut, J.J. Watt, Larry Fitzgerald, Isaiah Simmons for Arizona, Mike Vrabel. Come on, Mike Vrabel. A.J. Dillon for Green Bay, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on the turbocharge, Cam Akers. Someone said he threw a touchdown pass today. Is that true? Adam Thielen, Chase Claypool, Deshaun Watson, and Isaiah Simmons again. Empty box. All right, we need some QBs in here. Cam Akers doesn't count. Tyler Johnson, A.J. Brown. This looks like an eerily similar start. Tom Brady. It is. Is this crazy? How's that possible? There's no way. These cards are exact. Okay, that's different, I think. All right, that's crazy. That started off exactly the same. Keyshawn Vaughn. We got A.J. Dillon on the die cut. Brian Edwards. Amari Cooper. Brandon Ayuk. Hey, there's a Tua. Take a Tua there. That's nice on the field level. Terry Bradshaw, Unbreakable. KJ Hamler, Chase Young, Larry Fitzgerald. Oh, yeah, these are sticking, huh? Joshua Kelly for the Chargers. Cam Newton and LaMichael P. Ryan. Well, we got a Tua. Yeah, those first few cards were exactly the same. That's weird. But we'll take a field level Prism Tua for sure. All right, we'll start with our first No Huddle 2021. Good luck, everybody. You know, I want to see Amon-Ra, but there's some other ones we're looking for in here. Empty box. All right, good luck, everybody. We got Javon Curse, Kenny Galladay, Joe Montana, Chaz Surratt for the Vikings on the disco, Robbie Anderson, Nelson Baker, and Rondale Moore for Arizona. George Kittle, J.J. Watt, Dan Marino on the mosaic. Kylan Hill on the silver. Billy Sims, DJ, Wentz. Go Wentz. Kylan Hill again, and a kid reporter. Wentz power activate. Adam Thielen, Godwin, Derrick Henry, Barry Sanders, Men of Mastery, go all grit, Chad Johnson, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Emmett, and Anthony Schwartz. Is he really? Is he driving? The game winner. Wentz is going to be a hero. Fletcher, Mahomes, Fitzgerald, James Harrison going to Pittsburgh. That is 8 out of 20 on that one. Nice little hit there, Pittsburgh. Nick Chubb, Hopkins, Jake Plummer, and Larry Roundtree with another kid reporter. Marino, Largent, Big Ben, We got Byron Jones for the Dolphins, Peyton Manning, Higgins, Sorensen, Michael Carter for the Jets. Tom Brady. Hey, there's a T-Law rookie. We'll take that. That's going to Carter King on the debut. Dak. Jalen Camp going to the Jags as well. That one's 37 out of 75. Jalen Smith, Patrick Queen, Donald Driver, and a Levi for the Lions. And a Kid Reporter. We need a T-Law on that. Disco. Malcolm Jenkins, Kenneth Gainwell on the debut for the Eagles. Zeke. Amari Cooper for the Cowboys. That one is 11 out of 50. Going to Dallas. We got Dilfer, Rogers, McCaffrey, Amari Rogers for Green Bay, and a Kid Reporter. Going to Jeremy. Nice little hit there. Hunter Henry, Dan Marino, Keenan Allen. We got CD Lamb on the montage going to the Cowboys. Jim Kelly, Kurt Warner, Peyton Manning, and Pat Freiermuth for Pittsburgh and a Kid Reporter. All right, where's Amon-Ra? And Jamar Chase could show up too. Woodson, Rager, Terrell Davis. We got Travis Kelce on the disco, going to Stuff. Michael Pittman, Koo, Barry, and Greg Newsome for the Browns. Hey, what's up, Primo? We're in 2021, Primo, so a lot to go here. Chris Carter, Tyreek, Kyle Pitts on the disco. There you go, Atlanta. We approve Devontae on the introductions for the Eagles. Nice. Edmonds, Andre Johnson, Burrow, and a little Justin Fields action too. There you go, All Grit. I thought he might show up. Oh, wow, All Grit. Just when you might have given up, Addison is there for the win. You just never know. A.J. Brown. Kwity Paye for Indy. Fletcher on the mosaic for the Eagles. Roquan on the disco for the Bears. Mark Andrews, Devontae, Derek Brown, and Frank Darby for the Falcons. Tua, Russell Wilson. Greg Rousseau on the debut for Buffalo. Trey Lance. Look at old Trey Lance on the disco. We believe, Trey Lance. We believe. Tyreek, Dion, Ray Lewis, and a Micah Parsons, too. We'll take that. There you go, Jeremy. I say if Mac Jones can find new life, Trey Lance, he's just a Herbie injury away, right? Blake Martinez, Saquon, Tom Brady, Damian Harris going to New England. That one is 24 out of 75. Going to B-Wax, I do believe. Jonathan Taylor, Odell Beckham, JJ, Eric Stokes for Green Bay, and a kid reporter. I know all grit. Where are you, Amon Ra? And I want to see Jamar Chase. We need to see both of those guys. Harrison, Robinson, Tom Brady. We got Chase Claypool on the silver. Jamie Collins, Luke Kuechly, Deion Jones, Tutu Atwell for the Rams, and a kid reporter. We still haven't hit the auto either. Herbie, Danielle Hunter, Drew Brees, Deshaun Watson, you sneaky dog, for Houston, Melvin Gordon, Freeney, Joe Mixon, and Devontae. We approve, Eagles. We got there anyway, Steve. Devin White, Baker, Devontae again on the debut this time. Dan Fouts, Kyler Murray, Drew Lock, Humphrey, Zaven Collins for Arizona, and a kid reporter. Is Amon-Ra gonna hide on us? Tannehill, Peyton Manning, there's our auto. Gary Brightwell for the Giants. Ed Oliver, TJ, Amari Cooper. We got Kamara on the montage disco for the Saints, and Diami Brown on the no huddle autograph going to Mr. Primo. Now he's on a team still. Why can I not remember what team though? He is playing for somebody. Maybe I want to say KC, but I'm not sure of that. He's playing for somebody, Primo, but I can't remember. Is it the Jags? Thank you, Dylan. I knew he was playing for somebody. I just couldn't place him. All right. One pack to go. All right, Amon-Ra, Jamar Chase. It's now or never. Daniel Jones, Josh Jacobs, Mr. Goff, Stephon Diggs on the Stairmasters for Buffalo, Aaron Jones, Jeremy Chin, Buckner, and Kellen Mond. Who could forget old Kellen Mond? Sorry, all grit. We'll have to find a lion in this one. Maybe that lion. All right. Empty box. Good luck, guys. Kenneth Walker starting us out for Seattle. Little Sauce Gardner with the cheese head for the Jets. Garrett Wilson for the Jets. We got Christian Watson. He should be coming back soon, I think. What? Antoine Randall L. Is that our auto? Look at that. Pittsburgh. Invincible. That's pretty sweet. Was that numbered? That's not numbered, though. There you go, Pittsburgh. You're rolling. Jonathan Taylor out of 199 on the Photogenic. Kenny Pickett and Matt Corral. First auto in. Going to Pittsburgh. We grabbed old Pittsburgh today. Was that Wonderling? It sure was. There you go, Mr. Wonderling. Oh, that's crazy. There you go. Now you got a matching auto for him. And you even got the Kenny Pickett, too. Tom Brady. Drake London on the Photogenic for the Falcons. Not numbered, but that might be numbered. Jalen Petrie. We got Dameon Pierce. This is numbered. Algier out of 99 for the Falcons. That one's numbered. Breece Hall for the Jets and another Breece Hall. It's a Breece Hall bonanza. Who wouldn't, Steve? Who wouldn't? Yeah, if only there were more one-on-one rugs floating around out there. Maybe I'll hit eBay and see if I can find one. I'm sure someone's trying to get rid of one. We got Jalen Hurts, Ramondre on the Photogenic, Herbie, David Bell for Cleveland, Brock Purdy. We need more than that. We got something else here too. We got Malik Willis, Trayvon Walker for the Jags on the Prism Black. Sauce Gardner again out of 199. They love Sauce in Chronicles. And Justin Fields strikes again. 108 out of 199 this time. Here you go, All Grit. You can't keep him down. All right, last time we had one of these, I don't even think we got a Brock Purdy base, so that's already a step up. Maybe that means an auto's coming. I know you got a numbered Jonathan Taylor. George Pickens, Herbie, James Cook, going to Buffalo. Sam Williams for the boys. Ooh, we got a redemption. Josh Allen for Buffalo on the Magnitude. Breece Hall for the Jets. George Karlaftis for KC. And good luck, guys. What do we got here? Prism Black Signatures. 13. Jameson Williams. How about that? All grit. On the Prism Black Signatures. Nice. Yeah, not a rookie, Gibby. Not a rookie. Nice, All grit. We approve of that. All right, Lions strike today. Oh, we're not even done. I'm getting excited now. We could still get something in here. Chris Olave for the Saints. Another Brock Purdy on the Photogenic this time. Sam Howell for Washington. Desmond Ridder. Malik Willis. Look at all these QBs. Sam Howell on the Prism Black. There you go. Primo, Christian Watson, and a Kenneth Walker for Seattle on the Clear Vision. Yeah, they might be able to fulfill that. I wouldn't be surprised if they could fulfill that one. Sauce Gardner, the Jets. I think you got all the Sauce Gardners you can. Kenny P on the photogenic. Rashad White for Tampa Bay. Wan'Dale Robinson for the Giants. Trey McBride. Jelani Woods. There you go, Gibbe. 69 out of 99. Christian Watson and Atua on the magnitude for the Dolphins. Yeah, I would think they'd be able to get you that one. All right, 2023. Downtown, Sombrero Cat. Do your thing. All right, empty box. All right. It'd be lovely to see a downtown in here. Good luck, everybody. Tajay for Tennessee. Brian Burns for Carolina. That ought to be out of 35, I think. Yep, 29 out of 35. Hardy Nickerson and a Michael Wilson for Arizona. That's your man. Yeah, we like those. Michael Vick. Bryce Young on the silver. Mozzie for the boys on the red. And a Tyree for the Raiders. Chuba. DJ Johnson, Carolina again, this time on the red. Cooper Kupp on the chain reaction for the Rams. And a Jake Bobo for Seattle. We got Cam Smith, Andre Johnson, TJ Watt on the play action for Pittsburgh, and a Christian Gonzalez for New England. Brandon Aubrey. Urlacher on the retro. Brock Purdy and a Marvin Mims for Denver. Nolan Smith for the Eagles. Jordan Addison, how about that? Who had those Vikings today? I'm trying to remember who grabbed them. Sin City. Nice little hit there, Sin City. I hear he had a game winner today. Very nice. Dorian Thompson-Robinson on the rookie recruits. And a Kirk Cousins. Lucas Van Ness, Tony Romo. We got Amon-Ra on the lighted up. Better late than never, Amon-Ra. And a Will Anderson for Houston. Zay Flowers for Baltimore. Austin Eckler on the silver. Uzuma and a Cooper Kupp. No downtown. Not yet. All right, no huddle. No huddle number 2. 2024 version. Empty box. All right, good luck, everybody. Jelani Woods, Njoku, A.J. Terrell, Singleton, Slayton, Johnston, Goddard, Dotson. We got DeAndre Swift, National Pride for the Bears, although looks like that corner's a little ding there. We don't like that. I'm glad that's that one. John Tyne Allen for the Jags is 29 out of 75. Darius Robinson for the Cardinals, and a Jamar Chase Men of Mastery Disco. I love the discos. Baker. We got Latu on the debut for Indy. Bobby Wagner, AR, Watson, Kirk Cousins, Cortland Sutton, Tyreek, Kittle, Hunter Henry, Javon Bullard on the disco rookie for Green Bay, Ben Sinnott, and Rome Odunze for the Bears. CJ, oh, that looks like gold back there. Joe Burrow, Kyler Murray, Drake London, Fred Warner, Christian Gonzalez, Puka on the National Pride, Tom Flores. We got Jahmyr Gibbs on the silver. Oh, BTJ on the introduction disco. Nice hit there. And we got another card back there. J.J. McCarthy, we'll take that too. Good luck, guys. Come on, give us something good. Are you kidding me, Morton Anderson? This is not the time, Morton Anderson. 10 out of 10 for the Saints. Gold, Morton Anderson. I believe it was a Sparty, too. We'll take that. Going to David. We'll take the gold, David. Yeah, that is a kicker. That's right, Lion Hunter. I guess we'll forgive it because he was a Sparty. They owe us one for that, though. They owe us one. Oh, look at that. It's partly open. Samuel, Jaden Reed, DJ Moore, Jalen Hurts, Byron Young, Brock Purdy, Rich Gannon. We got Blake Corum on the debut. Ben Romadunze on the silver debut. We like that. Our old boy Tip and Jordan Love, Dak Prescott, carbon copy. We'll have to settle this one at the end. I'll set it to the side. like the silver Roma Dunze. Cooper, Oliver, Quay Walker, Chris Jones, Aaron Rodgers, Debo, Drew Brees, Van Egan. I got something back here. Marshawn Lloyd on the debut. We got Dexter Jackson on the disco for Tampa Bay. Blake Corum and a Graham Barton for Tampa Bay with a kid reporter. Cole Kmet, Buckner, Myles Garrett, Kendrick Bourne, Rashi, Darren Waller, Joey Bosa, Seymour. Yes, there is. Khalil Mack on the National Pride for the Chargers. Cooper Kupp. That is 33 out of 50 for the Rams. Nice little hit. Jalen Wright for the Dolphins and a Debo on the Montage Disco. Grant had the Rams. Take a nice little Cooper Kupp there. Josh Downs, Jerry Jeudy, Kyle Pitts, Xavier Woods, Brissett, Mahomes, Hyatt. We got Josh Hines Allen, National Pride, Carson, Terry Bradshaw, Hall of Fame Disco, Jordan Morgan for Green Bay, and Eric Hall for the Bengals. We got Bates. Is there something sticking there? Always feels like these cards are sticky. PS2, Milano, Nick Chubb, Gardner Johnson, Waddle, Nick Bosa, Harold Landry. Come on. Got back there. BTJ on the debut. Aiden O'Connell on the disco for the Raiders. Cooper DeJean and Joe Milton. Danielle Hunter, Gino, Buda Baker, Palmer, Devontae, Mostert, Terry Bradshaw, Dexter Jackson, Drake May on the debut. What is up with Morton Anderson today? I can't even believe that's possible. Gold and 8 out of 20. That's insanity. That's what that is. Braden Fisk for the Rams. Josh Jacobs on the Montage Disco and a kid reporter. Yeah, Morton Anderson must have had some dirt on Panini to pull that off. If the auto is Morton Anderson, the fix is in. Hello, Mrs. Wise Guy.
Hello. Hey, Wise Guy Tribe.
I know you're excited to start sorting this bad boy.
Oh, boy, am I. almost as excited as you're going to be about the car full of mums that I brought home.
Okay. Bijan, Mims, Duggar, Karloftis, Will Levis. Come on. Brock Purdy, National Pride. Man, there's like a whole bunch here. Mike Evans. One more. One more. I think we got our auto here. Bill Parcells, Hall of Fame. It's a rookie. Trey Benson going to Arizona. And I think that's Rob. There you go, Rob. Trey Benson on the auto. Mahomes Silver. Javon Bullard. And Zay Flowers Moments in Time Disco for Baltimore. And a kid reporter. She is Kimberly. She can't read any comments, but she's doing well.
Hey, Kimberly.
She's as excited as Morton Anderson would be watching this break.
Or even more so.
Oh no, Morton Anderson would be very excited watching this break. A dream break for Morton Anderson.
Who's Morton Anderson?
He was a player. We've hit 2 big cards for him. Javonte Williams, James Cook, Watson, Ayuk, Max Crosby, Sauce, Kobe Turner, Herman Moore, Amon-Ra on the National Pride. We got Derek Carr on the Disco, Johnny Wilson for the Eagles, and a Chris Braswell. Kincaid, Dobbs, Keenan Allen, Tua, McCaffrey, Ramondre, Pacheco. There is. Get out of there. Noah Fant, Ben on the debut, Myles Garrett on the Disco. We like that, Cleveland. Little Brock Bowers action for the Raiders, and a Leophile for the boys. Hey, sometimes you just get lucky. Although we've been shorted autos before, so sometimes you get unlucky. That's why they say on average, because sometimes they're going to panini you, and they know it. All right. We got one more shot at the downtown. We're pretty much at the halfway point since there's like 5,000 packs in here.
That's encouraging.
Yeah, I knew you'd like the sounds of that.
Oh, yeah.
All right, empty box. That looks very big. Aaron Rodgers. Bo. We got Jack Beck for the Raiders. Howie Long. Ty Johnson. We got CJ on the Dominators. Dylan Gabriel on the throwback. Nice. Derrick Henry on the road to the Super Bowl. Boomer and a Will McDonald. Some comments were filtered, so I don't know what was said out there, but TikTok did not approve.
Language.
That's right. Well, to be fair, TikTok will hide a thumbs up, so I don't know what's up with that. Amon-Ra, Buda Baker, Ed Reed on the red, Benjamin Morrison for Tampa Bay, Christian Kirk, Carl Eller. We got Fred Warner on the Action All Pros, Jane on the Legend Series, Swift, and Smith. We got Ozzie, Tracy, Theo Johnson, Primo's favorite, 161 out of 500 for the Giants. Scatabo for the Giants. It's a Giants pack. Zay, Chris Jones, Matthew Golden on the Elite Series rookies for Green Bay. Jaden on the road to the Super Bowl. Estime and Ayuk. We got Brock Purdy, Zerloin. Egrin James on the red. Campbell for the Eagles. Joe Horn. Michael Penix. We got Larry Fitzgerald on the all-time. We got James Cook on the road to the Super Bowl. Bigsby and a Vinny Testaverde. C.D. Lamb, J.K. Dobbins, Kyle Williams for the Patriots, Derwin James, Blake Corum. We got Herbie on the Dominators, Kyle McCord on the throwback for the Eagles, Matt Stafford road to the Super Bowl, Crosby and a T-Law and a Kid Reporter. McFadden, Van Noy, Trey Amos for Washington. Loveland on the red. We like that, all grit. Kirk Cousins, Julian Love, Jackson Dart on the Elite Series rookies. We approve. Kelsey on the road to the Super Bowl with a Thielen and a Sutton. Hey, what's up, Nick? Hope you're doing well. Sanders still. Will Levis, Matthew Golden, Gesicki, Brian Burns, Ashton on the Rated Rookies Retro, one of my favorite cards. I love the looks of those. Little T-Mac on the Gridiron Kings. Jake Elliott road to the Super Bowl. Jake Plummer and a Drake London. Trey McBride, Pinheiro, Carmichael on the red for the Eagles, Michael Williams for the 49ers, Bryce Young, Kyron Williams. We got Brandon Aubrey on the Action All Pros, Drew Pearson on the Legend Series for the boys, Tajay and a Xavier Leggett. A.J. Brown, Ramondre, Hunter for the Rams, on the no-name for the Titans, Chimeri, Moss, Dortch, Cam Ward on the rookies, Last Team Magic, Brian Robinson road to the Super Bowl, Jordan Love and a Malachi Corley. Chuba. Dion. Williams for the Lions. Sanders for Buffalo on the red. Cade Otton. Marquise Brown. Ooh, Jackson Dart again on the rookies. I like it. Eric Allen on the inducted for the Eagles. It's the first time I've seen the inducted. Dave Krieg and a McMillan. Sounds like a circus. We're loving it. Excellent. They'd have it no other way there. Will Anderson, Brian Thomas, John Jefferson on the red, Travis Hunter for the Jags, Jalen Polk, Dak, Xavier Worthy on the Dominators, Joe Burrow on the instant with Javonte Williams and a Nico. That's right. You're not wrong about that. You know, one day it'll all be good there. Emmett. Oh, what am I looking at there? Armistead. Oh, I got excited for a minute. Trey McBride on the press proof. Silver press proof. Stewart for the Bengals. Oh, and look at that. On the Bomb Squad auto for the Raiders. Jack Beck, 5 out of 75. Interesting. Interesting. Benford, Herbie, Bryce Young on the Elite Series. We got Josh Allen on the road to the Super Bowl and a Justin Fields. I think you'll take that, Gibby. Nice little auto there. Oh, that Trey McBride was out of 199, by the way, for Arizona. My finger was covering it up. Really, B-Wax? Primo's going to have to change his tune on him if he keeps scoring. He gives him a lot of flack. Jim Kelly, Vita Vea, Colston Loveland for the Bears. We approve. Najee, Warren Moon, Mason Graham on the Elite Series rookies for the Browns. Abdul Carter on the throwback. Lad McConkey on the instant. William Andrews, Means, and a Kid Reporter. Yeah, he's been one of the bright spots for them. Yeah, I think Primo is going to have to issue a formal apology. Is he in here? He was in here. If he's in here, he's being awful quiet. Rex Grossman, Jaden Daniels, Chad Johnson on the red, Jalen Lane for Washington, Kenneth Walker, Antonio Gibson. We got Jalen Hurts on the Gridiron Kings. Brett Favre on the inducted with a Puka, Myles Garrett, and a Kid Reporter. Tony Richardson, Hines Ward. That is Eric Dickerson on Indy with the no-name plate. TJ Sanders for Buffalo. Kenneth Gainwell. Greg Rousseau. We got Travis Hunter on the rookies Those look good. They did a really good job with their inserts. We got Troy Franklin on the instant with a Graham and a Tony. Yeah, you're right. The champ is here. We haven't gotten one, have we? Is that a sign that a downtown's coming? I don't know. I'm always looking for like some kind of pattern. Some kind of pattern for the downtowns. I'm reaching for whatever I can to think we might hit a downtown. But you're right. We're usually bombarded with those Road to the Super Bowls. Coker, Cam Chancellor, Woody Marks for Houston, Tank Dell, DJ, Max Crosby on the Dominators, Williams on the throwback for Detroit, Antonio Gates on the inducted, Malik Neighbors, and a TJ Hawkinson. Yeah, I'd love to know there was a pattern that we could look for to know one was coming. But usually we're getting like 5 of those Eagles cards. Shakir, Olave. We got Schwezinger for the Browns. McNabb, TJ. Oh, look at that, Tyler. For the Saints. Man, I love those cards. I want to collect the whole set of these retros. They look so good. And another one on the Gridiron Kings this time. Saints pack. Xavier Legette instant with Burrow and a Mark Andrews. Yeah, you know what? Someone said if you get a redemption, it means you're getting a downtown. But I don't know if that's been verified as true or not. And it's funny because we pulled a downtown, Cam Ward, and I don't remember if we had a redemption in that. I should go back and rewatch that video. Todd, Dante Culpepper on the red. Mullings for the Titans. Robinson, Koromoa. Lambjack on the All-Pro Kings. That's 38 out of 100. Nice little patch there. We like that, Baltimore. That might be a little tricky 4-color patch there. We got Alvin Kamara on the Elite Series. Road to the Super Bowl, Saquon. Pacheco, Nick Chubb, and a Kid Reporter. Maybe that is it. Maybe you need the redemption. But it seems like that would be a lot of redemptions for that to be accurate. Oh, that is mega thick. Yeah, this card is huge. Give me a second. I will do a recap here, guys. Oh, you know what? We got to take care of this card. Green Bay, Cowboys, Jeremy and Sin City. Jeremy and Sin City, are one of you in here? Thanks. Yeah, appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I got to take care of this one card, then we can do a recap. So that's Cowboys and Green Bay. There's Cowboys. Sin City and Jeremy, neither one of you are out there? All right, who's out there? Let me know who's out there. Somebody can help with this. If you're out there, Say something in the chat for me. Anybody? Lion Hunter. All right, Lion Hunter. Left or right, Lion Hunter? All you got to do is say left or right, my friend. Drum roll, please. Right is the Cowboys. Thank you, Lion Hunter. So this card will be going to the Cowboys. All right, now we can do a recap. We had Lamb Jack out of 100 for Baltimore, and I think gotta get some good look there. I think that might be a tricky 4-color patch. Retro rookie for Tyler Show. Tyler Show on the Gridiron Kings. Travis Hunter on the rookies. Mason Graham Elite Series rookies. Jackson Dart. Cam Ward. Ashton Genty on the retro. T-Mac on the Gridiron Kings. Colston Loveland on the red. Elite Series rookies, Jackson Dart. Theo out of 500. Giants did all right. Elite Series rookies, Matthew Golden. Dylan Gabriel on throwback. Myles Garrett disco. Brock Bowers. Trey Benson on the auto for Mr. Rob Nealon. Zay Flowers moments in time disco. Josh Jacobs montage disco. Drake May on the debut. Morton Anderson day. 8 out of 20 on that one. BTJ on the debut. Cooper Kupp was out of 50 for the Rams. Debo montage disco. Roma Dunze on the debut silver. Brian Thomas on the introductions disco. JJ Morton Anderson Hall of Fame 10 out of 10 gold. Good day for Morton Anderson. Josh Hines Allen was out of 75 for the Jags. Jamar Chase, Men of Mastery, disco. Trey McBride out of 199 for Arizona. Jordan Addison on the red mojo. Bryce Young, silver. Mozzie for the boys. Antoine Randall L going to Mr. Wonderling. We had Diami Brown on the no huddle for Primo. Damian Harris was out of 75. Trey Lance, disco rookie. Micah. Kyle Pitts, disco rookie. Devontae on the introductions for the Eagles. Fields rookie. Kelsey, disco. Amari Cooper for Dallas was out of 50. Trevor Lawrence, rookie. Jalen Camp for the Jags out of 75. Harrison was out of 20 for Pittsburgh. Tua on the field level, rookie. Jack Beck out of 75 for the Raiders on the Bomb Squad auto. DJ Johnson for Carolina. Brian Burns out of 35 for Carolina. Jelani Woods out of 99. Brock Purdy. We had Jameson Williams on the redemption. Sauce Gardner out of 199. Brock Purdy again. Fields out of 199 on the photogenic patch. Algier out of 99. Jonathan Taylor out of 199. Bo Nix on the turbocharge. And a Jaden Daniels rookie. All right. I'll get to it.